Alright, well, it's been a little bit, but I got a video here that I've watched before, and I thought it was so dumb, I figured I might as well just post a video response to it. It's called Antinatalism is a Cult by X Zodiac 85 X Mobile. So, I don't know who this guy is really, but let's just find out.
I'm your host, Zodiac, and antinatalists are full of it. Yes, this is not to be hateful though, but it is a cult, guys. Antinatalism is a cult. It did not exist before 1991. It came into existence.
Okay, right off the bat, it's just full of stupid. Like, first off, we're full of it. Full of what? Exactly. I don't know what he's going for here. And, didn't start before in 1991. Yeah, I'm gonna call horseshit right there. Yeah, certainly Schopenhauer or fucking Zaff or anybody didn't exist before 1991. Nope, no sir. Ecclesiastes, that was a hit book in the 90s. Only 90s kids will understand. But anyways,
Since in 1991. And it was known as the Voluntary Human Extinction Movement. Before then, it did not exist.
bullshit. The voluntary human extinction movement is about saving the environment by not having children. That's not what antinatalism is about. We're about not having kids for the sake of our kids. Because of the way the world operates. By the way life operates. A little bit of a difference there. I'm not an environmentalist. I don't care about saving the environment. It'd be like preserving an active war zone. I'm not interested in that. I don't care. It's gonna go the way it goes. Fuck it. Vimpt is like kind of an offshoot of antinatalism, kind of, but not really.
And the word wasn't even used until 2006. So antinatalism itself didn't come into existence till 2006.
Good God. Yeah, and gravity didn't exist until fucking Sir Isaac Newton discovered it. He coined the term. Therefore, then suddenly the laws of gravity just came into effect suddenly out of nowhere.
And I know what they're going to say. No, that's when it was coined. No, vegans do the same thing.
No, yeah. No, but I'm not going to explain to you how I'm correct here, is what he's saying. I just assert that I'm correct. I'm not going to actually explain myself and tell you how I'm correct by making that assertion, which is ridiculous.
Veganism didn't exist till 1944, but yet vegans said
Schopenhauer was a fucking vegan and he lived in the 1800s. That's just one guy I know off the top of my head. For fuck's sake.
oh, that's when the word was coined. No, it's the same thing.
No, it is fucking not. Like what I said with gravity. Gravity existed. I noticed when, oh, here's my counter. Just drop something off it. It wouldn't have happened before Sir Isaac Newton was born, though. Are you fucking serious?
And you know what? Antinatalism is a cult, much like veganism. It's both a cult, both movements. It's the same thing.
Yeah, both movements, same thing. Totally the same thing. One's about eating plants, one's about not procreating due to the inevitabilities of life and the guarantees that those offspring will face. Yeah, same exact fucking thing, right? I guess we're the same in the sense that we want to reduce suffering. I'm not a vegan. I guess a vegan light. I eat a lot of vegetables. I don't eat meat as often, but I still occasionally do. So, I don't know. I recognize the harm that's done every time I want to eat a hamburger. In the same way that somebody who's thinking about having a kid can recognize the harm of, procreating. The harm that's going to come to their child. If they choose to do it. So yeah, we're about reducing suffering overall. I guess that's the cult of not liking to suffer. We're in the same umbrella. The cult of not liking to suffer. That's what we're about.
To control the world. You don't see natalism.
Control the world. You can't control the world, really. The game is going to be played the same way no matter what. Where the weak are consumed or exploited by the strong, sometimes both. Where suffering and death is inevitable. You can't control that. It's just built in. It's part of the game, and those are the parts of the game we don't like. So we're not bringing more players in. We're not harming other players, too. Especially, I guess, if you're, veganism and antinatalism, I guess, kind of go hand in hand in that respect. Yeah, we're not about hurting people. There you go. Or animals.
Just trying to shove everything down their throat. You don't see them going around saying, you all need to have children. You need to... No, they're not.
Bullshit. What part of the world do you live in? I can't go... Okay, I'll go, like, what? Reddit. Half the time I get on there, there's something about diaper ads or some shit. Maybe I'll bump into one this time. No, it's just live stream bullshit. Wow, the one time I need ads on here. But yesterday I did see something about finance or whatever. I won't scroll down. Reddit's flagging. But generally speaking, I bump into ads about having kids all the fucking time, or how to be like the best mom you can be for some reason. I guess that's what I get for having an ad blocker. They think I'm like a, 25-year-old mom or something. But, and also, friends and relatives and family and all that shit, they'll fucking be like, hey, when are you gonna have kids? When are you gonna have kids? Are you planning on having kids soon? Why aren't you settled down with someone yet? That kind of crap. Somebody, a single man in his 30s, yeah, happens to me all the fucking time. I was harassed pretty badly about having kids by my parents around, what was it, Easter. Like, oh, there's this nice girl, you should totally, talk to her and all this stuff. Are you thinking about having grandbabies or anything anytime soon? That kind of crap. I'm like, no. To all of that. And also, you're forgetting the fact that, natalists are the one who forced us anti-natalists here. We didn't get a say in the matter. They took the aggressive action of bringing us here without saying, hey, maybe these people wouldn't necessarily going to school for 12 years and then working a job for the rest of their fucking life until they basically are done. They might get lucky enough to retire, at which point the best years of their life are far behind them, and they just kind of, fucking play canasta and bingo at a retirement home until they finally wilt away and die. Maybe they wouldn't love that. Yet we're the aggressive ones for pointing it out. That the hard realities of life, we're the aggressive ones for pointing out reality. When it's going to meet you anyways. So you can either, steel yourself against it now, sort of get ready for it now, by a few harsh words, or you can experience the harsh, merciless facts of reality head on. Your choice. And you can also drop more unlucky souls in here to have to experience it yourself, or themselves. Yeah, I guess we're the aggressive assholes here, though.
They're not. And some of that isn't even planned. Some of it is accidental, guys. Some of them having children is not on purpose.
No shit, I understand that. Though, that whole excuse kind of wears thin on me anymore, considering we have access to abortion or birth control, condoms. We know what sex is and how babies are made. We're not dumb. Really, you know how it happens. So I find it hard to believe this whole accidental thing really too much anymore.
But yet, antinatalists are trying to force their philosophy at others. You see? Forcefulness.
Gasp. Forcefulness. By saying, hey, dumb idea to bring more kids here to have to suffer and die. Really stupid. I really didn't enjoy it myself. I know you're not enjoying it, but, it's whatever. We're the forceful assholes here. Well, we're not forcing anyone else to have to play this game to find out for themselves. And they're probably going to come to the same conclusions, like, gee, why the fuck did my parents fuck in, the 80s or 90s or 2000s? So now I have to toil while watching my body decay just to maintain an existence that's going to be ground up anyways. But yeah, we're the forceful, aggressive asswipes over here. Yeah, that's us. That's what we do.
And another thing is, to back this all up. Okay.
Oh man, the backing before, it's a cult, guys. It just is. That wasn't a strong enough platform for you to like base your whole thing on? Okay. I can't wait to see what other fucking sledgehammer blow you got coming our way.
Antinatalists themselves don't want to die, but they want everyone else to die. Now, a lot of people are...
Well, that's news to me. I think the whole point of antinatalism is not having any more people here to have to suffer and die. That would be what I would... Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm about. Yeah, that's weird. I never thought, I want everyone else to die. I'm going to go out there and make sure that's the case, but I'm going to survive. What? I don't think you understand what antinatalism is about, dude.
probably thinking, wait a minute, that's not true. They don't even want to live. All the antinatalists are still alive.
Yep, Zappa, Schopenhauer, I mean, you name it. They're still alive. Still kicking. I mean, you may have to build a time machine to go see that, but, you know, they're still alive and, well, functioning.
You don't see them going around, trying to hurt themselves or, no. Because they want to change the world. Look at all those other cults.
We want to change the world. I think we've recognized the world isn't changing, is the thing. So we're not having kids because of that.
Where the cult leaders, it happens all the time. You always have the cult leaders telling everyone we must sacrifice ourselves, and they do something stupid, and then everybody offs themselves. But all the leaders run from the cops, and they're still alive.
What in the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, David Benatar. I remember him standing up there. He's like, and line up, drink the Kool-Aid. I already drank my own share. Don't worry about it. But it's time to end it. And then he's just over there snickering in the corner like, yeah, oh, I got him now. I'll be the only one left alive. Mwahaha. No, it's about not having children, to not have to experience the harsh reality that this world is. Yeah, I mean, fuck. I don't understand. I think you're just identified too heavily with the species, not with the individual. I guess if you look at it this way, antinatalism, if it was adopted widely, would be the death of our species by and large. But not the death of the individual who's not having those kids. Whew, fuck. It's not like, alright, we're not having kids, so let's kill ourselves. That's not what we're about. Might be more of an ethicist, maybe pro-moralist, maybe ethicist thing. I'm just flopped him around, whatever. But, yeah, I just don't get where this guy's coming from. How can you be this dumb?
Why is that? Why? Because it's a cult. You see how it works. They want to get rid of other people except themselves.
Like, I still don't even know what to say. I don't know how to respond to something this stupid. Really, this idiotic statement. I don't know how to respond to that. So what? I already watched this video. I know you don't have kids, so what? Are you just like laughing and cackling maniacally because, a bunch of people died? It's about as much sense as you're making right now. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So, yeah, they'll bring people into this group, and yes, we must end it all, and then all of a sudden, they're still around, guys. You see what's going on.
That's not what antinatalism is about. So, no, I don't see what's going on.
Okay, take a look at this, everyone. The anti-childbirth advocates say we're all better off dead. You see that, guys? You can't be dead unless you were once alive, guys.
Whoa. Big brain moment right there. Like, my consciousness has expanded. I had no idea that was the case. None. Fuck. It's almost like, fuck, if only there were people out there who were willing to spare people, from having to die by not bringing them here. If only there was a group of people who were interested in that. Man, I wonder what we call them.
That's what it means. So what they're saying is they want people to die. Like, seriously.
Once again. And also, like, I think fucking King Solomon, I guess. Yeah, the guy in Ecclesiastes. I guess he was the first one. He was around well before Vice ever existed, or you and I were twinkling our fucking, great 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 grandfather's eye. Just read the start of chapter 4 in Ecclesiastes. Or the beginning of chapter 7 in Ecclesiastes. What is it? A great name is like a fine perfume, and the day of one's death is greater than the day of one's birth. Like, I mean, this is nothing new. And besides that, even if antinatalists were exactly as you described, where we want everyone to die, well, guess what? I guess we're all getting our fucking wish then. Because it looks like nature and us are kind of on the same terms here, where we're like, I guess we just want everyone to die. And nature's like, cool, I can make it happen. Because it's going to happen either way. Golly, these people pretend like they're going to live forever.
These are antinatalists writing stuff like this. If we're better off dead, that means they don't want us to be alive anymore.
I'm not going out there and killing people. I'm just saying, well, a lot of us are saying that, yeah, odds are you'd probably be a lot better off if you weren't here to begin with, but as far as we know, death might be better. I don't know. I haven't died yet, so I couldn't tell you. But considering the way this place operates, part of me is willing to take that chance and saying, yeah, we'd be better off dead. Don't know, but part of me is willing to take the chance and say yes.
It's better if they were to say, it's better if we were never born in that kind of way. But then when they start saying things that it's better off that we're dead, like, okay, you have to be alive to die. You get what I'm saying? You can't.
Yeah. Fuck, I think I'm starting to come around to what you're saying. Okay.
You can't be dead if you were never born. So they want people to die. This is dangerous, guys.
Wow, wait till you find out what life has in store for you then. If you think we're dangerous, oh shit. Wait till you find out how this life game operates, and you'll see the real danger there.
This is a dangerous cult. It is not cool. And I don't think you guys understand that you're hurting people by doing stuff like this.
But by doing what? Not bringing more people here to have to suffer and die, and talking about the realities of how our life operates? We're causing harm to people, as opposed to the people, the perfectly cool, fine natalists who don't do anything wrong, who dropped us here to begin with. Okay. I guess we're the real bad guys here. Fuck. Just had an epiphany.
See, you want pain and suffering to go away, but you're bringing pain and suffering. This whole group is bringing pain and suffering to others. Yes, you guys claim that you want the pain and suffering to be gone, and the only way is to not be born. But at the same time, when you're telling happy people this stuff, what are you doing to those happy people?
That's nowhere near close to the amount of suffering that people who are happy-go-lucky and bring more people in here. That's like a whole other level of suffering. Saying something, I guess I would say real about life is nowhere near it's not going to cause near as much suffering as somebody throwing more people into it. Like, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't want to hear facts about the game, don't bring more players here or quit playing. I don't know what else to tell you. If you think I'm the one bringing the suffering, I'm just a guy talking about it. Do you think I want life to work this way? Do you think any antinatalist wants life to be the way it is? No. Which is why we're choosing not to procreate. We don't make the rules, we're just looking at how the game is played. And we're telling you the rules. And we're the ones bringing suffering? I'm sorry, I managed to keep somebody from being distracted too long from the harsh realities of life and made him realize the real truth of how things work around here for a second. damn, I should have considered his suffering in that sense. Before, I guess, they decided to bring more sufferers here. God, what was I thinking? I'm a selfish asshole. And also, the fact that you're here means you're going to cause suffering to someone else no matter what. Doesn't matter. This is war you're playing. This is war, basically. This is all it is. It's war. And the only way you're going home is in a body bag. So, I don't know what else you want me to say. Sure, yeah, I guess you could play cards in the rear area where the shells ain't dropping for a while, but then suddenly somebody brings up the fact that the casualty list at the front line and they're like, oh man, you just really totally killed my blackjack game or something. Like, sorry. I'm sorry you had to suffer through hearing about the list of casualties, but, people are actually losing limbs and, getting maimed and killed out there. Sorry you had to hear about it. Pardon me for making you suffer. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
It doesn't matter how much you say, oh, here's suffering, there's suffering. Not everyone wants to die. Everyone, including myself, that I know want to live.
Well, that's great. I guess I want to continue my existence. I don't necessarily want to continue living, but I don't want to die. It's kind of where I'm at. I'd rather it be the third option where I was never born, but I don't get that choice now. I'm here. Well, I'm just going to try to make the best of it, just like everyone else is. But I hate to break it to you, but life has other plans for you, whether you want to die or not. It's coming for you. What you fear most is heading straight your way, dude. Head for everybody. You can only dodge it for so long before it finds you. It's making its way towards you even now. Fucking stalking you across the stars or something if you want to get all fucking poetic about it, but it's coming for you. Sorry you had to suffer from hearing that, but that's the case. So now I gotta ask you, knowing that, do you think it's a good idea to bring more people here who are invested in their lives and then to have their lives decay in front of them, basically? Watch themselves slowly get chewed up by the wheels of fucking time and shit. Until they're nothing. They can't do the shit they used to do when they were in their 20s or something. Slowly everything gets taken away from it and then they're dead. Is that what you want? Because that sounds like kind of what you want. You'd rather people not talk about it, but the game continue as it is. Without you really knowing about it. And then like a dumb fucking dog, it just hits you one day. And if you want to live like that, fine. Go for it. But don't say you weren't warned.
What I'm saying? We want to enjoy our happy lives. Most of them want to have children. Maybe not me. I once did. But at my age, and this is the selfless part of me, is I wouldn't want anything to happen to me if I had a child, because I'm 35, and some people are okay having children later in life, but at this age, if something were to happen to me, they would be without a father, and then it would be really hard for them. So,
at least you're thinking that far ahead. I'll give you that. But the truth is, it doesn't matter if you had a kid at 35, 25, 15, whatever. You could drop dead from anything at about any point. It doesn't take much to kill you, really. So your kids would be left without a father. It doesn't matter what age. There's plenty of people that have died in their teens. Plenty of people died even before then. So, yeah, at least you're thinking like that. But there are no guarantees but suffering and death on this planet. Don't know what else to tell you there.
That's the reason why, is because I wouldn't want to leave them like that,
And antinatalists certainly haven't considered this either as a thing. Yeah, never once crossed my mind, ever. Nope. It's just you.
If something happened to me. So that's why, at this age, to me, I feel it's a little too late for me. And I'm so busy with everything else in life. I barely have time for anything other than videos that I make and streaming.
Apparently it takes up so much of your time you can't research the topic you're making a video about. You're just going to make outrageous statements and then back them up with nothing. Okay, I got it. You're a busy man. Wouldn't want to burden you with facts.
That makes up for most of what I do. But yeah, I'm happy with my life. I enjoy living. I enjoy doing the things that I want to do. I mean, most people I know are pretty much living a happy life. Some people have, okay, difficult times. I understand. But the majority is happiness.
And I just gotta ask, do you live on Pluto or something? Not on planet Earth? Because that's not how it works. Guaranteed you're gonna have hard times here. Guaranteed. And while, yeah, we're kind of young now, so those hard times are kind of sparse for the most part, at least here in the developed world. Um, Not for everybody, of course, but for a decent amount of people. But to say that they're all happy the whole time is ridiculous, first off. And second off, as you age, talk to me at 45, talk to me at 55, talk to me at 65, and tell me how many of your friends who are still alive, or people or acquaintances or whoever you know, family, are having a happy-go-lucky time here. I'm sure that number's going to start to dwindle pretty fucking quick.
And if so, even if you were to ask some of those people that weren't so happy if they want to be alive, they'll tell you, yeah, they do. Except for this group of antinatalists, which seems to be growing.
The wanting to be alive is just kind of like a ball rolling downhill. It's just part of who you are. You're a survival machine in a war zone. You're built to survive. You're going to want to do it. Just like I want to eat. Just like I want to drink. Just like I want to go to the bathroom. It's not even like really a want. It's just I have to do these things. Because it's all built around the primary driver of my life, which is survival. You can throw some other conditionings on top of it, like money or type of shelters, shit like that. Acquaintance, friends, social groups, all that kind of crap. But generally speaking, it's all geared around this one primary thing, which is your continued existence. So it'd be like a ball rolling downhill saying, I don't want to roll downhill. Well, it's just rolling downhill anyways. Even if it doesn't necessarily want to, it is. For a lot of reasons I'm not going to get into, but it's a long diversion, but needless to say, that's just part of what we are. It's how we operate. It is what it is.
And, you know, how's that good? How's that good for the planet? What do you tell?
Who gives a fuck about the planet? I don't care. It's a rock spinning around a star. I don't care. What am I going to do about it? When you say care about the planet, you mean care about the planet insofar as you can continue your survival. And perhaps the survival of your line. That's all people mean when they say this shit. George Carlin pointed out the best, honestly, one of his stand-up bits. People don't give a fuck about the planet. They just want to continue to do what they're doing on the planet and not be hindered by, pollution or climate change or any of that shit. They just want to continue doing what they're doing. So that way they can continue their fucking lives and blah, blah, blah. They honestly, if it was Mars that we were on, we wouldn't be saying the same thing, and Earth could just be like Mars or something. We don't really give a fuck. It's just something that we survive on, this rock. We don't care.
Tell your children. I mean, they should be happy, right? So if you have children, which many antinatalists do, some don't, but there are a lot that do have children.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's a shit. Well, at least not very vocal. Maybe he is right in this case. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, you can realize you made a mistake and do the best you can with your life. I've made idiotic mistakes in my life. I can't really judge. But it's one of those things, like if you make a mistake not knowing what the consequences are, that's one thing. But if you were like an antinatalist parent and you decide to have another kid, fuck you. That's pretty much what I'm saying. But other than that, like that would be where I would, draw the line. Like if you knew better and you did the wrong thing anyways, yeah, fuck you. Seriously. But other than that, yeah, I'm sure there are plenty of antinatalist parents out there. Sometimes you find out too late.
Because they join antinatalism later in life. But how are they going to treat their children? Are they going to treat them with love, or are they going to treat them horribly so that child can grow up and hate life too?
They're probably going to treat them very, very well. Probably better than the average parent would. They understand they made a mistake for someone else. They condemned someone else to suffer and die on this planet for no good reason. I imagine they would do their utmost to ensure the quality of life of their child. whatever they, above and beyond what most parents would do. I know that would be the case if I fucked up somehow and did that. I take all the precautions, but even still, like, you can't still fuck up in life, even knowing better. I mean, I did, well, it's pretty harsh earlier, but you can. Like, in my case, a girl could lie to me, say she's on, like, she has, like, an IUD or something, and I didn't know. That kind of crap. Or I get a vasectomy and it fails. That kind of stuff. And, of course, abortion would be the next option, but you know, I just don't see a way where I would be having a kid. I'm very, very, very selective anymore about who I choose to, get down with, if you want to put it that way. So, possibility for that happening is slim. But if that did ever happen, yeah, I would be, first off, hating myself till the day I died. And second off, I would be making sure that child had the best quality of life possible. I make sure they have the best opportunities possible to succeed in life, all that stuff. Above and beyond probably what a lot of parents would do. I say that without really any reservations because I know I would have fucked up and I would have basically killed somebody. And, you know, yeah, it's just too horrifying to contemplate, really. But I would do my best to be the best parent I can and help them out the best way I possibly can. A lot of love and all that. A lot of opportunities, everything I can. Everything I possibly could to help them out.
I mean, what are you guys going to do? I mean, your children exist, so shouldn't they at least be happy? They're already alive.
Well, I understand how happiness works, so I wouldn't expect them to be necessarily happy all the time, so yeah. I don't know. I think people expect way too much out of this life game, honestly, but happiness is not a permanent state of being. It's a very fleeting one. You have to constantly be going up a roller coaster when there's not always ups in this game. There's ups, downs, until final down. So, yeah. It's the way it is. It's just really kind of an emotion, a state where your survival is enhanced, and you can only enhance it so much. That's why you see, movie stars killing themselves. They've reached the top of the mountain, and the only way for them to go is down at that point. So, yep. I don't know where this is coming from.
Don't you want your children to be happy? I'm just saying.
I would rather my children not be here. So I guess they're happier than I've ever will be. Probably. Yeah, probably will. Yeah. Imagine they're probably happy wherever the fuck they are in the realm of potential, never having touched this place. So, yeah, I can say my kids are very happy. There you go.
So, I pretty much said what I wanted to say. Antinatalists want us to die. That is...
Maybe the species, but at the individual level, no. No, not really. Maybe there's some wild wackadoo guy out there who's just, wanting to kill people and saying they're anti-natalist, but I've yet to come across them. That's more of like other philosophies like pro-mortalist or maybe ethalist, but it's not anti-natalism.
the dumbest thing ever.
That is the dumbest thing ever, that people have to die. Yeah, I kind of agree. That's why I'm an anti-natalist, so that doesn't have to happen to my kids. So, yeah. Maybe you should take a look at how life operates before you make stupid statements like this.
Deserve to be alive. Other people deserve to be alive. Why? Because no matter how much in life I might come across something that might be unhappy, in the long run, I'm happy. And I have a lot to live for. I have a lot I want to do in life. Things that make me happy. That's why I deserve to be alive.
Okay, first off...
I don't care.
First off, yeah, you deserve to be alive because you met the requirements. That's it. There's no really deserve about it. It'd be like saying a car deserves to run because it has gas. That's really about it. I don't understand what you mean by deserve. But second off, yeah, if you want to live the life the way you want to, by all means. I mean, even if you wanted to have a shitload of kids, whatever, I can't stop you. No antinatalist is going to come up here and just force you into a gulag and work you to death or something. It's not going to happen. I don't know what sort of crazy fear-mongering bullshit you're throwing out there, but that doesn't seem to be the case. In fact, it isn't the case. I don't care. Live your happiest, whatever the fuck life. Go for it. I'm not going to stop you.
If you guys are against that or not. But me, I deserve happiness, just like every other person deserves to be happy.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, life doesn't seem to square up with that whole notion that you have, because there's plenty of people out there who are born with birth defects or born, with mental handicaps or physical handicaps, whatever, and they don't get to live the fullest, happiest life possible. They can't date anyone, they can't get a decent job, they're relying on, the state basically to take care of them, that sort of stuff. That wouldn't make me very happy. So, yeah, I mean, there's tons of people out there who might deserve, in quotes, happiness, but they don't get it. Tons of people right now who are starving to death. Don't they deserve food? Well, apparently they're not getting it, so I guess deserve has nothing to do with it.
You can't do that to someone. You can't just say, oh, you don't deserve to be alive. What makes you think you deserve to be alive? Because a lot of people are going to say that.
I'm going to say that you deserve to be alive because you met the requirements. There you go. Your lungs are functioning. You're able to intake oxygen. Apparently your mouth is definitely working. I'm assuming your digestive tract is working. You're able to intake nutrients so you can expend calories to maintain your existence. You can take in water so you stay hydrated. You're not blind or deaf or, well, you might be dumb, but I think you are dumb actually, but you're able to navigate the world in a way to acquire these resources. So yeah, therefore you deserve it. There you go. That's pretty much how it works. Really that fucking easy, so I'm not going to tell you don't deserve it. You're here. What do you want me to tell you? That you don't deserve to be alive? Well, you're alive. What good does it fucking do me? Just like you can tell people they deserve happiness, but there's so many people that seems to elude them. So what do you want to say there? Like, what the fuck?
But you know what? Everyone deserves to be happy.
Unfortunately, again, that's not the case. You got to meet a certain amount of requirements for happiness, so that those aren't being met, and it really can't be met all the time. So, I guess most people don't.
We all deserve that chance at least. So let people be happy. Okay?
No problem. Let them be happy. Be as happy as you fucking want. It doesn't change the nature of the game you're playing. Full stop. Like, I don't really care. If you think that makes you feel down and out and unhappy, well, tough shit. I'm not the one who made this game. I'm not the one who writes the rules. Thinking of that Alan Parsons Project song now. But anyways, let's keep going.
Thank you all for watching. Remember to subscribe to this channel and my main channel. Remember to also give a nice like and comment down below.
Yeah, okay, never mind. Forget that. Video's over. But yeah, I was thinking of I'm the maker of rules, dealing with fools. I can cheat you blind. Yeah, that line from that song. Yeah, it's kind of the sentiment I'm getting here. I mean, feel free to walk off that cliff. I mean, go for it. It's coming for you anyways, but if you want to be doing it with your eyes closed, I can't stop you. I mean, this is a fine example of somebody who is just living in their imagination about how the world works and their expectations, and not, the rubber ain't meeting the road here. I don't know what the fuck this guy's talking about. We're not setting up antinatalist gulags around the world. I'm not going around with a gun forcing people not to procreate. None of that shit. I don't do that. No antinatalist does, to my knowledge. Maybe there's some wild, crazy guy out there, because antinatalism is not a cult, believe it or not, but there's a wide amount of backgrounds that antinatalists come from. Like, I'm looking at the sidebar here. There's an antinatalist doctor over here, apparently. I've certainly get the chance to go to college. I'm seeing another one. I'm seeing a bunch of them. There's professors, you name it. Sean GXLE, I can't ever pronounce his name, but that one guy from YouTube, I live a totally different life than that guy. He lives in a city somewhere, and I live out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. I guess I'm mostly white and he's black. different cultures, all that stuff, but we can all agree on the same thing about antinatalism. Like, it's not a smart idea to bring people here on this planet when you can see the guaranteed outcomes of life. If that's a cult, then fuck it. I guess I'm in a cult. A cult of observing reality and making a decision on whether or not I want to continue playing or continue putting players into this game. Let's put it that way. Be like playing fucking Call of Duty or something and bitching and moaning about how shitty the game is, yet still inviting your friends over to play it. Instead of just realizing that the game's not going to change, that it's still the same old shitty Call of Duty game, and just take it out of the fucking Xbox and put it on the shelf. And don't play it anymore. Trade it in at like fucking, I don't know, GameStop or something. Whatever. Basically what we're going for here. In a nutshell. But that's that. I've kind of rambled on long enough. So, yeah. Thank you for listening, and have a good one.